Welcome to Weird and Bizarre History, where we step into the shadows of the past and discover the strange and fascinating historical events that occurred on this day in history. We dive into the weird and bizarre events that shaped the world. Join us daily for tales of triumph, tragedy, scandal, and intriguing stories that will leave you speechless. Today we will look at the events of August 24th in history. Let's get started. 1. British burn White House, 1814. On August 24, 1814, British troops invaded Washington, D.C. during the War of 1812, torching the White House and Capitol in a daring assault. The attack humiliated the young United States, exposing its vulnerability. Yet, the destruction galvanized American resolve, inspiring Francis Scott Key to write The Star-Spangled Banner amid the chaos. Rebuilt, the White House became a symbol of resilience. The event highlighted the war's brutality and shifting global power. Why did Britain target the White House, a symbolic rather than strategic site, risking American retaliation and prolonging a war they sought to end? I wonder how Britain feel now that America is a world power. 2. Visigoths sack Rome, 410 CE. In 410 CE, King Alaric I's Visigoths sacked Rome over 3 days, looting the Eternal City, deemed invincible. This shocking breach shattered the Roman Empire's aura of divine protection, horrifying Christians who viewed Rome as God's city. The event signaled the Western Empire's decline, exposing its military and political fragility. Temples were spared, but the psychological impact lingered, reshaping perceptions of Rome's invincibility. So Visigoths just wanted to prove that Rome is just like every other empire. 3. Pope Innocent III declares Magna Carta invalid, 1215. On August 24, 1215, Pope Innocent III annulled the Magna Carta, condemning it as a shameful curb on King John's divine authority. The papal bull, asserting religious supremacy, infuriated English barons who had forced the charter to limit royal power. This bizarre intervention escalated England's civil war, as barons defied the Pope, deepening political chaos. The Magna Carta's legacy endured, shaping modern governance. Why did Pope Innocent III, a powerful religious figure, risk fueling rebellion by siding with a deeply unpopular king, undermining his own influence in England? 4. Jews massacred in Mainz, 1349. In 1349, amid the Black Death's devastation, 6,000 Jews in Mainz were massacred in a frenzied pogrom. Baselessly blamed for the plague, the Jewish community faced horrific violence, part of widespread anti-Semitic attacks across Europe. The slaughter shocked even a desensitized continent, deepening religious divides and exposing the deadly power of scapegoating. Mainz's Jewish heritage was nearly erased, leaving lasting scars. Why would communities, so desperate for answers during the Black Death, turn so violently against Jews, despite no evidence? 5. Pope Liberius's exile by Emperor, 357 CE. On August 23, 357 CE, Emperor Constantius II exiled Pope Liberius for refusing to condemn a rival bishop, asserting imperial control over religious authority. This chilling precedent, resembling later Inquisition tactics, weakened papal influence and exposed tensions between church and state. Liberius's banishment to Thrace shocked Christians, highlighting the emperor's power to manipulate faith for political ends. The exile set a dangerous template for future conflicts. Why will Constantius II risk alienating Christians by exiling a pope? 6. Thomas Colley executed for witch murder, 1751. On August 24, 1751, Englishman Thomas Colley was hanged for drowning a woman he accused of witchcraft, believing she cursed his village. The mob-driven murder, fueled by superstition, shocked Enlightenment-era England, exposing the persistence of irrational fears. Colley's execution highlighted the deadly consequences of unchecked beliefs, forcing society to confront its lingering medieval mindset. The case became a cautionary tale against mob justice. How did Colley know the woman was a witch? 7. Vesuvius erupts, buries Pompeii, 79 CE. In 79 CE, Mount Vesuvius erupted, burying Pompeii and Herculaneum in ash, killing thousands in hours. The catastrophic event, seen by some as divine wrath, preserved entire cities, freezing daily life in time. Rediscovered centuries later, the ruins birthed modern archaeology, revealing Roman culture in vivid detail. The disaster stunned the ancient world, reshaping views on nature's power. Why did Romans, despite their advanced engineering, fail to anticipate Vesuvius's eruption? Are they not supposed to see it coming? 8. Getulio Vargas's suicide amid scandal, 1954. On August 24, 1954, Brazilian President Getulio Vargas, besieged by corruption allegations and military pressure, shot himself in the heart. His dramatic suicide shocked Brazil, halting a looming coup and cementing his legacy as a populist martyr. The scandal-ridden leader's death galvanized supporters, reshaping Brazil's political landscape. Vargas's note, blaming enemies, became a rallying cry. How did Vargas' death transform him from a controversial figure into a symbol of resistance against political corruption in Brazil? 9. Pete Rose banned from baseball, 1989. On August 24, 1989, baseball icon Pete Rose was banned for life for betting on games, including those of his own team. The shocking decision ended the career of a celebrated player, sparking fierce debates over sports integrity. Fans were divided, some seeing Rose as a victim of harsh judgment, others as a betrayer of baseball's honor. The ban remains controversial, fueling discussions on ethics. Why would Rose, a revered athlete, risk his legacy by gambling? He could have just remained professional athlete and make good money if money was his problem. 10. Pluto demoted to dwarf planet, 2006. On August 24, 2006, the International Astronomical Union redefined planet, demoting Pluto to dwarf planet status. The controversial decision outraged scientists and the public, who cherished Pluto's planetary identity. Debates erupted over scientific criteria versus cultural attachment, with Pluto becoming a symbol of resistance against rigid classifications. The uproar highlighted science's evolving nature and public engagement with astronomy. Why did the IAU's decision to demote Pluto provoke such intense emotional and scientific backlash? That's it for today, from British invading the Washington, D.C., to demoting Pluto to dwarf planet status. Which event shocked you most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more daily dives into history's wildest moments. More shocking tales to come tomorrow, don't miss it. Thanks for watching, see you next time.